Little did Dorothy know, a staggering 85% of heart attacks around the globe could actually be prevented. But when the heart attack hit, there was one thing she was absolutely sure of: the 3-3 rule. She never expected that one simple rule would turn out to be the key to her survival. This is a rule you definitely want to know, because who knows? One day, it could be the thing that saves you. Every Tuesday morning for the past 5 years, Dorothy Williams followed her routine, a ritual she embraced since stepping away from her role as a high school principal in Portland, Oregon. At 62, she had found her groove. Every morning started with a warm cup of coffee and the latest headlines, followed by a quick trip to Safeway for groceries. Then, it was time to whip up lunch for her husband Frank, who was wrapping up his part-time consulting gig. Just another day in her cozy life. It was just another typical morning, nothing out of the ordinary. Dorothy stood at her kitchen counter, glancing over her shopping list. But a strange feeling washed over her. Something just didn't seem right. That was totally off base. It all began with what Dorothy would later call the strangest feeling. It wasn't exactly pain, but more like a heavy pressure building up. It felt as if a massive book had been dropped right onto her chest, and with each passing moment, more weight was being piled on, making it harder to breathe. With a gentle clink, she set her coffee mug down, her hand instinctively resting over her heart. And that's when I felt it, the intense burning sensation creeping in. It wasn't heartburn, and Dorothy was all too familiar with that sensation. This was something else entirely. It was as if a tiny flame had been ignited deep within her chest, and with each passing moment, it began to grow, spreading its warmth and intensity. And just like that, the moment we had all been waiting for arrived. The squeezing started. It felt like invisible hands were wrapping around her ribcage, tightening their grip with every single breath she took. Dorothy's heart pounded as her thoughts spiraled, but amidst the rising tide of anxiety, one voice cut through the chaos. Her daughter, Lisa. Just 6 months ago, at a family dinner, Lisa, a dedicated nurse at Oregon Health and Science University, had shared her insights on something she referred to as the 3-3 rule. That moment replayed vividly in Dorothy's mind. "Mom," Lisa said that evening, "I need you and Dad to remember something. So picture this. You're feeling that tightness in your chest, and panic starts to set in. But wait, there's a life-saving trick you need to know, the 3-3 rule. Trust me, it could make all the difference. This could be a game changer for your survival." Dorothy sat there, nodding along, completely unaware that this knowledge would soon become crucial. But now, as she stood in her kitchen, feeling that heavy weight in her chest, every word echoed back to her with stunning clarity. Lisa's voice resonated in Dorothy's thoughts. The first 3 capture the essence of the pain. Picture this. The intense pressure builds up, the heat starts to rise, and then comes the relentless squeezing. It's a wild ride of sensations that you won't forget. Dorothy mentally ticked off each sensation one by one. Feeling the heat? Absolutely. Oh, it's on fire. No doubt about that. So picture this. You're in a situation where you have to squeeze something tight. The tension builds and you can feel the pressure mounting. What happens next? Stay tuned to find out. Things were taking a turn for the worse, and Lisa couldn't help but share her concerns. "And Mom," she said, "this pain could spread to your left arm, your jaw, or even your back and stomach. Forget about those dramatic moments you see in old movies where someone clutches their chest. Heart attacks can be surprisingly deceptive." Just like that, Dorothy suddenly felt a weird ache creeping into her left arm, starting from her shoulder and making its way down to her elbow. So, here's the deal. The second part of the 3-3 rule was all about timing, and let me tell you, Dorothy's medical knowledge from her daughter really came in clutch here. So, the second 3 is all about timing, Lisa explained with enthusiasm. Imagine this. You're going about your day when suddenly, out of nowhere, a sharp pain grips your chest. It escalates quickly, leaving you breathless and anxious. This intense discomfort lingers, often lasting over 20 minutes, but it can feel like an eternity. It's a serious sign that shouldn't be ignored. It's not that kind of pain that lingers for days or even weeks. That's typically a sign of something different. Dorothy shot a quick look at the kitchen clock, and there it was, 10:47 a.m., ticking away like time itself was in a hurry. It all began in an instant, right when she stumbled upon an article about a local school board meeting in the newspaper. Little did she know, that moment would change everything. It all started with a little discomfort, but oh boy, it escalated quickly. What began as a mere annoyance was now taking over her entire focus. Can you believe it? In the quiet of her kitchen, Dorothy found herself at a crossroads that countless others have encountered. The question loomed large. Was this truly a heart attack, or was she just letting her imagination run wild? Lisa's voice echoed in my mind again. Mom, listen up. Heart attacks don't pick their moments. They just don't care if you're feeling embarrassed or anxious about interrupting anyone. Dorothy recalled her daughter sharing a jaw-dropping statistic that left the whole family in disbelief. Did you know that 85% of heart attacks can actually be prevented? But for those that do occur, swift treatment is crucial. The first 2 hours are everything. You won't believe how much can happen in that time. It was 10:51 a.m. when Dorothy faced a life-changing moment, a decision that would ultimately save her life. In a moment of panic, she picked up the phone and dialed 911. 911, what's going on? Tell me your emergency. I think I'm having a heart attack, Dorothy said, her voice surprisingly calm, even as panic swirled inside her. So picture this. I'm just going about my day when suddenly, out of nowhere, I start feeling this intense pressure, like a weight on my chest. It's burning and squeezing. And let me tell you, it's been going on for about 4 minutes now. What could this possibly mean? The dispatcher's voice sharpened, cutting through the chaos with laser-like precision. Hey there, just wanted to let you know that I'm dispatching an ambulance to your location at this very moment. Are you by yourself? Absolutely, my husband is currently at work. No worries. Please unlock your front door if possible, then take a seat and stay on the line with me. Wait, don't hang up. Feeling like you can't catch your breath? Let's dive into that experience. As Dorothy took a moment to pause, a sudden wave of unease washed over her. She couldn't shake the feeling that her breath was becoming shallower, each inhale a little more labored than the last. Just a tiny bit, yeah? That's totally normal. Hey everyone, I just want to take a moment to remind you all to stay as calm as possible. It's super important, trust me. Help is coming. Just hold on. Whatever you do, Lisa had said, never try to drive yourself to the hospital if you think you're having a heart attack. It's a decision you might regret. Not a chance. You'll never believe how many patients we see who fainted behind the wheel or experienced those terrifying sudden heart rhythms. Listen up, folks. If you're ever in a situation where someone suggests taking aspirin, make sure they know what they're talking about. Seriously, it's crucial. There are certain conditions that can look like a heart attack, and taking aspirin in those cases could actually do more harm than good. Stay safe out there. The ambulance pulled up at 11:03 a.m., only 16 minutes after Dorothy first started feeling unwell. The paramedics sprang into action, swiftly hooking Dorothy up to an EKG. It was clear she was having a heart attack. Without wasting a moment, they radioed ahead to the nearest cardiac center in Portland, ensuring help was on the way. Mrs. Williams, paramedic James Rodriguez exclaimed, you absolutely nailed it by calling 911 right away. As the ride unfolded, Dorothy realized just how crucial her timing truly was. So, here's the deal, James said, keeping a close eye on her vital signs. We have this thing we call a golden window. Imagine this. If we can rush cardiac patients to the hospital and get them into the cardiac catheterization lab within just 2 hours of their symptoms starting, we have the power to prevent lasting damage to their heart muscle. It's a race against time that can change lives. In a tense moment at the hospital, Dorothy was quickly wheeled into the cardiac catheterization lab. There, Dr. Michael Chen, who had no connection to her daughter's colleague, and his skilled team sprang into action, performing an emergency angioplasty to save her life. Mrs. Williams, Dr. Chen said, you had a serious blockage in your left anterior descending artery. We often refer to it as the widowmaker due to its potential dangers. Thanks to your quick thinking and awareness of your symptoms, we managed to fully open that artery. Your heart muscle experienced only a little bit of damage, so picture this. Dorothy finds herself in the hospital for 3 whole days. And guess what? Dr. Chen steps in, taking a moment to break down the bigger picture of what she's going through. It's like a mini lesson in life right there in her room. Dorothy, your situation highlights an important lesson about heart attacks. Did you know that a staggering 85% of heart attacks can actually be prevented? That's right. By making some simple lifestyle changes like improving your diet, getting regular exercise, quitting smoking, and managing stress, you can significantly reduce your risk. But here's the catch. Heart attacks still occur. Even with all this knowledge, it's a wake-up call for all of us. When that moment arrives, being aware and acting quickly is crucial. 6 months had flown by, and Dorothy was diving back into her everyday life. But this time, things were a bit different. She had made some important changes that set her apart from before. After facing a life-changing event, she dove headfirst into a cardiac rehabilitation program, revamped her diet, and transformed into a passionate advocate for heart attack awareness in her community. So, I've been giving talks at senior centers lately, Dorothy shares with enthusiasm. I share with them the 3-3 rule, but I also dive into the larger perspective. Did you know that heart disease remains the leading cause of death in America? It's a shocking reality, but here's the good news. We now have amazing treatments available. The key is getting care quickly. Don't wait. Your heart health matters. Dorothy discovered that her heart attack, triggered by a plaque rupture and the formation of a blood clot, was the perfect example of the classic mechanism that the 3-3 rule was meant to identify. Dr. Chen explained that the pain occurs because the heart muscle is literally dying from a lack of oxygen when the artery gets blocked. It's like the heart is shouting out for rescue. While on her journey to recovery, Dorothy stumbled upon a mind-blowing statistic that had left her in disbelief at first. A staggering 85% of heart attacks can actually be prevented. It's not just about genetics, her cardiologist revealed, leaning in with a knowing look. Let's dive into how all these factors come together. What we eat, how we move, the habits we pick up, managing our stress, and keeping conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes in check. Hey everyone! So let's talk about something super important today. If you're in your 30s or 40s, guess what? You hold the key to preventing heart attacks down the road. That's right. The power is in your hands to make a difference for your future health. Let's dive into how you can take charge and stay heart healthy. Let me tell you about something crucial that could save your life. The 3-3 rule for heart attacks. Imagine this scenario. You're out and about and suddenly you start feeling unwell. What do? Well, the 3-3 rule is here to guide you. It's all about recognizing the signs and taking action. If you experience chest pain, shortness of breath, or discomfort in your arms, back, neck, or... Let me take you on a journey through the first 3 experiences and what they truly feel like. Imagine the excitement building up, the anticipation in the air, and the thrill of the unknown. Each moment is packed with emotions that are hard to describe, but they leave a lasting impression. You won't want to miss this ride. It feels like there's this heavy weight pressing down on your chest, doesn't it? Feeling that intense heat, not the kind that comes from heartburn. It feels like there's a tight band wrapped around your chest, squeezing with an intensity that's hard to ignore. Second 3, the timing and duration. It all begins in an instant, catching you off guard. It all happens so fast, like a whirlwind of activity. You won't believe how quickly things come together, transforming before your eyes in a blink. It's an exhilarating ride, and you won't want to miss a single moment of it. It can go anywhere from a quick 20 minutes to an epic 6 hours. If you're experiencing these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 right away. Hey everyone, listen up. You really shouldn't be driving yourself. Trust me on this one. Don't wait. Seize the moment and take action now. Dorothy's journey is a powerful testament to the countless heart attack survivors who are alive today, thanks to quick thinking and immediate action. Her story shows just how crucial the 3-3 rule can be, a tool that medical professionals swear by for saving lives. Dr. Chen shares an inspiring story about Dorothy, who transformed from someone unaware of heart attacks to a quick-thinking hero who saved her own life. It's a remarkable journey of growth and resilience. Dorothy's journey resonates with everyone, making it incredibly impactful. Heart attacks can strike anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. It's a reality that affects us all. They have the power to hit anyone, anywhere, and at any moment. You know, Dorothy always says that the 3-3 rule is for everyone, whether you're a 45-year-old executive climbing the corporate ladder or a 75-year-old retiree enjoying life. Imagine a solution that's always there for you, no matter where you are, whether you're chilling at home, grinding at work, or exploring new places while traveling. It's like having a trusty companion by your side, ready to help you out anytime, anywhere. It clears away the chaos of a frightening moment and hands you a straightforward game plan. Dorothy has a powerful message for all who listen to her tale. Embrace the 3-3 rule, but let's hope you never have to use it. Hey everyone, today, let's dive into some awesome tips for staying healthy. First up, we've got the power of prevention. Imagine this: regular exercise, nourishing your body with good food, steering clear of smoking, and mastering that stress management. It's all about making those choices that lead to a vibrant life. Let's get into it. But if prevention doesn't work out, those 6 simple criteria could be your lifesaver, just like they were for me. As Dorothy frequently wraps up her discussions, she reflects, "I always believed heart attacks were something that happened to someone else. I used to believe that heart attacks were all about clutching your chest and dramatically collapsing to the floor, just like in the movies. I totally messed up on both counts. I learned something crucial. Heart attacks can sneak up on you, but when it comes to treatment, time is everything. Every single minute matters, and the right knowledge can be the deciding factor between life and death." Dorothy Williams discovered that being ready and acting fast can conquer even the most dangerous situations life throws at you. Her journey is a beacon of hope, saving lives one individual at a time. It all started with the incredible 3-3 rule, transforming an ordinary Tuesday morning into a powerful reminder of how medical knowledge can empower everyday heroes.